Oh, hi! This week, I'm gonna do a true upcycling project where I got a HelloFresh box, hashtag not spawn, but hashtag will take spawn, and kind of accidentally decided to turn it into a back to school project. You know those organizers that are kind of squishy but have cardboard backs? And there's ribbon and elastic across them, and you can hang postcards and shit? We're gonna make that thing. Ooh, final product shot. These never go in the beginnings of videos anymore. If only you saw what my hands and arms were doing just then. Here's what you need. Here's what you actually need. Any piece of corrugated cardboard. It doesn't have to be from a food subscription service. You'll also need some kind of squishy layer. This could be like quilting batting. If you get a really thick coat or like a down comforter chunk you don't need anymore, some kind of cushion. Doesn't have to be as thick as this. This shit is like an inch thick. And I was told it was non-toxic. I'm pretty sure this is like cut up jeans or some shit. You're also gonna need some kind of fabric. Not to almost name drop, but I did make a semi-famous person a hoodie out of this stuff once. And it was the first hoodie I ever made. And it came out like shit, but it still looked cool. You'll also need ribbon and or elastic. You're also gonna need either a hammer and nails, some thumbtacks, or my old love, the staple gun. And then just scissors, I guess? All right, let's start the thing. First step is cutting your cardboard down to whatever size you want your board to be. This is about 14 inches by 14 inches, but like, you do you, man. Whatever you get to work with. Then I'm gonna lay my batting down. I do wish this was wider so I didn't have to make two chunks, but I'm gonna go with it. Cut this down to size. I should use like box cutter or something, but we'll see how this goes. Well, fuck cutting through this stuff more than I have to. I'm going to cut my cardboard down more. God damn, that was more of a workout than I planned. Next, I'm going to take my fabric right side down. Then I'm going to take the batting down with the cardboard on top. Then I'm going to cut my fabric bigger than the square here because we're going to need to overlap it everywhere, but just I'm going to give it like 2 squares each side. Cool. Okay, I'm going to start folding the fabric over the edges. I would recommend maybe not stretchy material for this. I'm going to start in the corner and then go to the other corner. Then I'm going to go from the opposite side, so the bottom, do those 2 corners. All right, now I'm going to pull the sides up, but all you want to do is tuck the corner, you know, bunch it up if you need to a little bit. As long as all of it's on the back side, no one's gonna see it. So I'm gonna staple this corner, then do the same for that top side. Make sure the fucking staples aren't longer than what you're working on or you're gonna be stabbing yourself every time you go to put stuff in here. I guess you could be folding this over and kind of making a hem as you're going, but no one's gonna see the back side of this, so fuck that. I can only be so professional. All right. Then we're gonna stretch and do this last corner. Once you've gotten both your staples in each corner and all 4 sides are folded over, now you wanna tackle the middle. Just do anywhere from 1 to 3 over each section. If you are using stretchy material, I'd recommend doing more. Not too bad. Anywhere it's puffing out a little unevenly, I'm just gonna pull that top and then put an extra staple there. I think that's where I didn't cut a straight line in the padding. Next is a matter of deciding where to put all of your ribbons and stuff. I think I'm going to do some regular ribbon and some with elastic. I'm going to do 1 staple in each end of the ribbon and elastic as I go. And make sure it's pulled taut across the front. I think I just gave my board suspenders. I just made a point to stretch my elastic the littlest bit as I went, just so it's nice and taut. But that's pretty much fucking it, you guys. Put as many straps as you want. I notice a lot of them go crisscross. You can do lines, I guess, if you want. Some of them are probably woven into each other. Just a good place to tuck postcards, perhaps a howler you received in the mail. This took like 5 minutes to make, and it's all scrap material that wouldn't go anywhere else. This is also like the most high school me aesthetic ever. I was a very big ska nerd in high school. It's still in there. I don't go to shows that much anymore, so it doesn't come out very often. This is basically a mood board for my outfits that I'd put together for Warped Tour and Skanksgiving. Oh, one other glorious feature, and the entire point of having the fucking batting on here, is that you can put push pins in and put little notes on here, such as my shout out pledge group from my Patreon. Ben gets the center because he's been my longest running patron at the $10 mark. Actually, both Ben and Jeanette started at the $5 mark, but now they get dope ass shout outs because you guys are the best. And you've been supporting me for forever, so thank you so much. Also, side note shout out, I think it's been over a year that John and Amanda have been donating to my Patreon, and they've been getting the mail time perk, which is my favorite to put out. I hope you guys have been liking the stuff I've been sending to you. Just thank you to Ben and Jeanette. You guys are awesome. I mean, Rob, you're not awesome. Just you're newer to the gang, but you're one of my heroes. So thank you for the support. It's crazy awesome that you do that. I'm really sad that that project went so quickly because I had fun making it. I never get to play with the staple gun. But as I've been gushing over my patrons, you can become one of them and get gushed over. Oh, that sounds upsetting. I'm sorry. Anyways, you can check out my Patreon up here somewhere. If you want to see more projects that are probably not very back to school related, you can go ahead and subscribe up here. I post new videos every week, and I'll put a video somewhere in this general region that also involves the staple gun and organization.